Hello, everyone. Welcome to another podcast of Grow Podcast. I am your host, Danny, and today I would like to go on a free rant on whatever might come to my mind. So, here it goes. I think the first thing I want to talk about is Jordan Peterson. Um, I'm thankful and grateful to have found someone like him, and I'm very thankful that for his all his work that he's done and the free knowledge that he has put out there into the world to help people. Um, he taught me about speaking the truth. He taught me about meaning. He taught me about the importance of responsibility and how that correlates to meaning. He taught me about personality. He taught me about the psychological significance of the Bible, which was very interesting. I think that's one of his most interesting lectures. He's so in depth and wise about religion in a very psychoanalytic way. Like he really gets into it on how religion might have on why religion might be related to the development of our psyche and how to properly develop your character through through myth and through old stories that have been passed through generations and generations. And yeah, he's just he's a great person, and he's one of my ideal male hmm ideal male role models that I would like to emulate. And yeah, I'll probably talk more about Mr. Peterson and his work later on in the future. But this is just a short introduction to anyone that might not be familiar with who he is. And someone else that I would like to introduce is Jocko Willink. Mr. Willink was a Navy SEALs. He was a Navy SEALs officer for 20 years. Um, he what he taught me is the importance of self-discipline and leadership and why it's important to play the game, control your emotions, um, and just be a man. Like he really put that into my mind of why, like what a man should be, how a man should carry themselves, how a man should act. I think that's what he showed me. If um if Jordan Peterson taught me how to speak like a man, Jocko Willink taught me how to act like a man. He the actions that are required to be a man. And yeah, he has a podcast called Jocko Podcast. If anyone's interested, he goes into war, um, evil, uh, history, war history. He gets into leadership history. He also has really great guests that are just it's just eye opening to hear their stories personally. He has veterans from the World War, Vietnam War, special forces people, and it just really opens up your perspective on how good we have it here in in the United States, living here. Well, for me personally, in California, with the nice sun, the weather's nice, and there were people out there that were prisoner of war for 9 years. For 9 years, they are a prisoner, being tortured, beaten, not being fed properly, sick, and yeah, just living in the most harshest conditions. And hearing their stories firsthand, just really, I think it humbles you to look at your life very differently and be more appreciative of the small things. So I would highly recommend Mr. Peterson and Mr. Willink to anyone, any male that might be looking for a good grounded foundation to lead, to filter their life and filter the world with. I think they do a really good job of doing that if you really get into it. Um, the third person that I would like to introduce, it's the most recent person that I have found, is Tony Robbins. And he basically goes into the mindset and the focus and energy and how you can control your energy and focus and mindset into what you want it to be. He sculpts your future. He tries his he shares the lessons that can make your dreams into reality. What is required to make your dreams into reality? And yeah, I'm still very new to this to Mr. Robbins' teaching and lessons, but it definitely helped with my growth. And this podcast is all about growth. This is a grow podcast. So those three people I would highly recommend for anyone that wants to grow, anyone that wants to become a better person, become the version of themselves that they dream of. I would say look into those three people and see which ones you like and try implementing some of their lessons into your life. And the thing that I like about all three of them is they they give you lessons that you can implement right away. Like this isn't some self-help guru. This is reality. Like they talk about real things that can change you and the world around you if you just own up to it and put the effort in. The results will come. And I think it's important for people to understand that you can change. You have the power to make your life better. You have the potential. It's just someone has to bring it out of you. And I feel like in modern days, uh, not many people bring out your fullest, best potential. Many people put you down, or people around you seem down, and it seems like their future is unsure. And when you look around you and see that all the time, it's hard to feel like that your future will be any better, because what do you know? And maybe some of these people are people that you look up to, like say your parents or adults that you might look up to, and you see how much they struggle with their life, even though you look up to them and you know they're more responsible and you know they do the right things. And and I think that really scares you subconsciously to set a lower limit for yourself. Like you feel like if they can't do it, how can I? And I think it's to listen to people that have succeeded is a great way to change that mindset. To see, to keep feeding yourself with people that have done it, that have went through hard things, that did overcome adversity, that did the impossible, let's say. Keep searching for that, cuz it will show you that things that might seem impossible can be possible if you believe in it and you put the effort in and you just keep working after it. And yeah, I'm just really thankful that I was able to find these three people and was able to implement their teachings into my life. And I'm so grateful that they're willing to put their lessons out there. It's like you I feel like you can be just selfish and just keep it all to yourself and make yourself better, and you just strive to be successful. But these people want to help others, and I just find that so admirable. They're very selfless, and I guess that's the man that I want to become one day, is not to be a selfish man, cuz I know where that got me. Being selfish, only thinking about my needs and my reasons and what I want and what should happen to me and how my life should be. It doesn't go well. So, yeah, this is just a short introduction to the three people that made the biggest impact in my life. And I hope that whoever's listening can search for them and hopefully get similar results and achieve your dreams and get after it. So, yeah, this was just a short episode. Um, Thank you, everyone that's listening. I hope everyone has a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, and a wonderful year. This is Danny, out.